everyone, welcome back to the Beginner Scratch course. This is episode 3. In this episode, we're going to be introduced to the Scratch editor, and we're going to be putting together some code for the first time. So to start a new project, let's hit create, and you can see it'll take us to a blank canvas where we can start to work on our project. So the first thing to know about Scratch is that it is made up of characters. So for example, our first character is a cat. Now in Scratch, these characters are called sprites. So we can, for example, click on sprite 1, which would be our first character. We can name it cat. And now we have created and renamed this sprite. So right here is our stage. This is essentially a preview of our game. So you can see it's confined by these borders, and it's where all of our game will happen. And we'll be able to see it right here. Over here is our code area. This is where we can drag in the code and the programming to make our sprite or our character actually do something. So we can use a bunch of these different blocks, which are categorized by these different colors. So motion can control the position, looks controls how it looks, sound controls what it sounds like, and so on and so forth. You can see that's only one tab though, which is our code tab. We have another tab for this sprite called costumes. This is the art or how it looks. And you can see we can have a list of different costumes. I can switch in between these two, and you can see it's updated in our stage. Our stage is the preview of our game. The third tab is sounds, which we don't use so much in this series, but it's basically what the character sounds like. And we can use this by programming it in our code. So we can go to sound and drag in a play sound meow until done. And you can guess if we run that, it would create the sound meow. So let's take a look at how we can create a new sprite. So to create a new sprite or character, we come to this button and we can click it to choose a sprite. So let's say we want to add a banana to our game. And there are a bunch of different costumes. We can just use the search bar as well, but we can select bananas. Now, as you can see, we have created a new sprite, which is visible down here. So we now have two sprites, the cat and the banana. They have different costumes as well as we switch between them. Now let's create our first script. So just like a movie script or a play script tells the actors what to do, a script in programming tells our sprite what it should do. So let's create a new script. Go to events, which is one of the block categories, and we can drag in a when flag is clicked into our code area. Just like Legos, we stack these blocks on top of each other. When we do that, we can create some type of program for our sprite to run. So for example, this one will be when flag is clicked, turn 15 degrees to the right. And that will turn our sprite. So how do we actually trigger this? Well, we have a green flag. This will control the start of your game. So if we click it, you can see it runs that program. So all the banana is doing is reading these instructions and following them. When flag is clicked, turn 15 degrees. We can try that again, and you can see it continues to turn. We can try other blocks and chain them. For example, we can go to our looks block category and make our sprite say hello for 2 seconds. Now if we click the green flag, it'll do both. It'll first turn and then say hello. And as you can see, it says hello for 2 seconds. Now these empty spaces with the white background means that we can change the text. So we can make it say hi for 5 seconds. And instead of turning 15 degrees, we can make it turn 60 degrees. And if we click the green flag, you can see it changes what the sprite does. So that's an introduction to the Scratch editor. We're going to get more into the details in the next part, but for now, hopefully you have a good understanding of how Scratch works. We have different characters called sprite, which we can add, and they follow a list of instructions that we can create in the code area. We also have costumes and sounds, and finally we preview our game and what it looks like in the stage. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in part 4, where we'll get more into the Scratch editor. Peace.